Hey friends, hey guys, and welcome to today's video. We're gonna go ahead and jump right in. If you are new here, I have been documenting my IUD Mirena removal since November of 2019. I got it removed at the very end of November. We were going to be trying to conceive for a second child, and I've been updating every month on what it feels like to have my IUD removed after having it for 6 years. So I'm coming off of hormones. I'm on no other form of birth control. And I've been documenting it through a series of videos here on my channel once a month, just checking in, letting you guys know how I'm feeling, letting you know what's going on, what to expect, all that jazz. These are some of my favorite videos to film. Number one, because it's easy to talk about because I'm experiencing it. Number two, it gives me, I don't know, I just get really good response and feedback from you guys with your personal experiences and what you've gone through or what to expect and stuff like that, which helps me a ton, and it seems to be helping other people, which is great. And the whole reason I'm on, the whole reason I'm on the platform to begin with is to help somebody. So if this helps you in any way, that's all I want to do here. We have a lot to talk about this month. It is month 3. If you are new, I had the IUD removed. It was great. I'll link some of those videos up above for my YouTubers and down below for my Facebook friends, so you can check them out and get up to date with this whole journey that I am on. But just to give you a little synopsis, the first month was awful. The second month wasn't so bad. And we are now in month 3 and we have some things to discuss. Here we go. We're gonna get straight to the point. This month was really difficult for me. I don't know if it's because of what's going on in the world. I am also a hypochondriac, which is so fun. So this time in the world right now for me is exponentially, is that the right word? Very scary. It's just, it's not good for my hypochondriacism. It's not good for my anxiety. It's just not good for me mentally right now. What the world is going through, I'm very empathetic and I sympathize with pretty much everyone, and it's pretty heavy. And this whole virus, however you view it, it's just a stinker, and it's impacting everybody's daily lives and their lives in general, and it's just a big stinker. So my family knows what I'm about to tell you, and John, but I haven't really discussed it with a whole bunch of people just because it don't really feel like it matters, but it does kind of. I recently have been having to start taking a very, very, very low dose of an SSRI for my anxiety. Yay! I've been trying to avoid this with everything in me. I do not want to take medication, but at this point in my adult life, I'm turning 30, the world is scary, anxiety ridden. Lauren needs a little more serotonin, and that's just it. And it's nothing to be ashamed about to need some help. I am not depressed. I am just struggling with my anxiety and irrational fears, and I just need something. My brain needs to have the chemicals it needs to adjust and deal with life. It just does. And I have just recently started taking them, so I have nothing to report back on how I'm feeling. But the last couple weeks with PMS, I think it was definitely PMS induced. I noticed I feel very irritable. I'm having irrational thoughts as far as like the world is ending kind of things, which is, you know, goes hand in hand with my anxiety. I don't know how much of it has to do with my birth control removal or hormones, but I have heard that this is a thing. And this month was very difficult for me as far as my anxiety and my irritability, and I've struggled this month, and it's hard to, honestly, it's hard to say out loud how much I've struggled. And I'm trying to be strong, and I'm trying to buck up and get through it, and it's just life, and everybody has their own thing that they deal with. And it kind of bums me out that I have to take medication. It's my last resort to make me feel better. I need to be more productive, and I need to just not worry as much to get through my everyday life. It just is something that I'm constantly struggling with worrying about other people's parents and like lives. I just worry about way too much, and I need to really get my everything in check. So that is a thing. That's something that I've started in the last week, and like I said, I have nothing to report on that, but I think I know I want to share this because I know there's like a billion other people out there who have to go through the same thing, and I've always struggled with, you know, my anxiety, and I don't know how much of it, like I said, is hormone based, but I really feel like it definitely came on hardcore during like PMS, and it just has been rough. So I'm trying to do whatever it is that I need to do to make myself happy and like feel better. So that's where we're at there. As far as like PMS goes, it was terrible. I mean, I don't know, it was really bad this month. I don't know what, like I said, if it's like circumstantial and like the world is just stressing me out, or if it's like my hormones, because it's been 3 months now since I've had it out, so like things are getting back to normal. I am still losing weight. You guys have been commenting on that. It's not a significant amount. I'm not losing 20-30 pounds every single month, but I am consistently dropping weight, which is great. Less appetite, and especially with the anxiety that I've been experiencing, I've had way less of an appetite. And I just, overall this month, like, it was an anxiety month for me. Like, it was rough, and I had really great moments, and I feel like that's something that isn't talked about a lot. Just because someone struggles, it doesn't mean that it's like their entire life and that they aren't normal or have like happy times or fun or like, you know, living their best. Like, I still live my best life. I just tend to live my best life and then have moments of panic or moments of irrational fears or whatever, and it's just not conducive to the life I want to live. I want to live a life of like, you know, just being able to be in the moment and not think too much and stuff like that. I don't know how that will work for me in the future, if that's just the way my brain works and that's just how it'll always be. But I do know that I'm actively trying to take steps to make sure I'm taking care of myself. But there is definitely a stigma attached to anxiety and having to take medication. I am on a tiny dose because I told my doctor, he did prescribe me something when I first saw him for anxiety, and I took it for like 2 days and I was like, no, can't do it, don't like this. I don't want to feel like that. And then when I just recently went back, he prescribed me a different kind of medicine that is a much lower dose. It's super like chill, and it's like it just is supposed to help put the fires out on like the feelings I'm experiencing, and I've decided to like just jump the gun and just do it. So that's where I'm at. I'm a little embarrassed, and I know I shouldn't be, but it is what it is. You know, I gotta take my life back. I am in control of this, and with what the world is experiencing right now, I think it's best for me to get my anxiety in check. And sometimes you just can't do it all by yourself. So I would say I had a really on-time scheduled period again this month. Still always think I'm pregnant. I think that's gonna be like a theme, even if I'm not, or even if we've been safe, which I've been very safe, because I'm not trying to get pregnant currently just because of everything going on. I don't want to add that kind of level of anxiety and stress to myself, even though it's a huge blessing, and I would be more than happy to welcome another baby in our lives. But I think right now it's just not the time. I need to fix what's going on with me and like make sure we're all good here and everything's okay before I decide to like take the leap and actively try and conceive. That's just me trying to be responsible, and it's just not the time right now. But every month I think I'm pregnant. I didn't take any pregnancy tests this month, so that's a victory, a huge win for me, because it's such a waste of money, and I literally have taken so many over the last 3 months that it's embarrassing. I always want to be open and share things with you, and I've really struggled with sharing the fact that I have to take something to like help me out with you guys. But I know that you're gonna be understanding, and I know that a lot of you guys are in the same boat and you'll understand where I'm coming from. But it is hard to share, and I didn't think it would be hard to share because I share everything here, and I've shared a million times about my anxiety and mental health and stuff like that. I'm definitely not depressed. I think I've never been depressed, so I don't know what that really feels like. I'm not sad, so, and I'm happy, and I love my life, and me and John are great, and I have really good people surrounding me, and like that's what really is concerning, is my life is great and we have really good things going on around us other than other things, you know what I'm saying? And I still am anxious and irrationally scared of things and stuff like that. So that's why I'm overwhelmed with this feeling that I have that I need to fix, because I shouldn't feel this way. And I've learned to realize that it's not normal to feel bad, and my body can only survive in fight or flight for so long, and I feel like it's been doing that off and on for so long that I'm just tired, I'm exhausted, and I don't want to be that way anymore. So I'm taking control of it, and if I have to take something to help me take control of it, I will. And that's just, I feel like I've lost a little battle inside for me, like where I'm like, oh, I can't handle it myself, so I suck, or I'm just not strong or strong as I thought I was. But that's just not the case. Sometimes you really just need like the actual chemicals like serotonin. It's actually super important for your brain and like really good, and a lot of people who have it naturally, so jealous. I need it bad. So I'm not sad, I am still thriving. Like I have the best life. My child is just doing incredible. We have our health. I wouldn't say proud, I'm grateful. I'm grateful that we're healthy, and I'm grateful that, you know, I have this life that I have. And that's why sometimes it's hard to be like, oh, I'm struggling or I have anxiety or like whatever, because it really doesn't, I don't have anything to be anxious about per se. Like it's just something that I struggle with. So I'm glad that I have this platform that I can share this on, and I'm glad that I have you guys to support me. And I'm not gonna like go into detail about like what medicine I'm taking and stuff like that, or how I'm feeling. I just wanted you guys to know where I'm at in life, because I think a lot of things will make sense when you know where I'm at mentally. So I did make a video a few days ago about how I was struggling and how I have anxiety, and leading up to that, it was like, that's when I kind of had the moment where I'm like, all right, enough is enough. Like, Lauren, you have been fighting yourself in your own head for far too long, and it's time to take control of this. And that's exactly what I've decided to do. So yes, this is my 3-month birth control update. I don't know what I'm going to title it, probably that. And I am now getting what I need to get in order to live my very best life. And I don't ever want you guys to feel ashamed if you have to, you know, reach outside of yourself for help from a doctor, a psychologist, a therapist. If you need medication just to cope, that's okay too. Like, there's so many of us. I know a lot of lifestyle mamas I know with huge platforms have been relatively open about their struggles. I know She's in Her Apron, Kimmy from She's in Her Apron, she's talked about how she's had to have medicine and to help her. And I'm glad that she shared, because it makes me feel a little less like I'm failing. And that is a totally normal feeling, and I know it's not the case, but it is hard to fight that feeling when you have to admit that you need a little help. So I'm feeling so much better. I'm definitely like, I do notice that I'm definitely out of my PMS phase. That was a rough one. I was mad at everybody. Like, people were just irritating me, and it was rough. So that's not their fault, that's a me thing. So I always try and remember that, especially knowing and being aware of like my cycle schedule, and it's very regular. I'm like, okay, you're PMSing, Lauren, like chill out, you're just PMSing, stop, like stop, don't freak out, it's fine, you're PMSing. And if you're aware of those feelings and you're super in tune with your body, it's easier to get through that part. But like when it lasts a little longer than that, I was like, maybe I should just like figure this out. So that's where I'm at. I'm still doing okay. I'm still happy Lauren. I'm still living my best life. I'm still loving you guys, and I'm fine. But I think it's important to share this with you. I think it's important that you know that you guys see highlight reels a lot of the time on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and like in other people's lives, and like we're all just really trying to make it, and I'm just trying to live in the moment and less in the things I can't control. So that's what I'm hoping to have for me, is just like my brain regulates itself and decides not to focus on all the things that I can't control, and it just focuses on the here and now. So that's where I'm at. I'm genuinely scared a little bit to share this video. Just a little. Not bad, just a little bit. If you're not okay, it's okay to not be okay. And just take control of whatever it is you need to take control of, however it is. And don't let other people make you feel bad about it. Don't beat yourself up about it. Just take care of you. And being a mom and a wife and, you know, all the things that come along with life can be stressful, and that's just part of life. And it's something we all deal with, and some of us deal with it better than others, and some of us struggle, and that's okay. No matter what you're doing or how you're handling life right now, you're doing good. If you're here and you got up today, you're blessed, and it's all gonna be okay. So yes, cat's out of the bag. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling just better. I feel a lot better. This month was rough. Last month was so good, so I was like, why am I feeling like this? Maybe it's seasonal, who freaking knows? But I feel 100 times better than I felt in a long time. So I'm going to keep that right here, and I keep you guys in my thoughts, in my heart always. I love you all very much, and I am so grateful for the support you show me every single day. I'm telling you, you guys get me through so much, and I'm so grateful. And until next month when we check in again, I love y'all. I love y'all. But I vlog daily so you can keep up with me every day. Make sure you're subscribed, and make sure you're following me over on Facebook. I post every single day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, friend. Sorry I wasn't upbeat this video, guys. I don't know how to deliver this message, but it has to be delivered because it's a thing. So I don't ever wear earrings like this. I got very desperate. Tell me what you think. Do you love them? You love it? You love it? I'm wearing the Lime Life foundation. I have to say, it's very good. It's a very full coverage because you should see my face. Woo!